I don't know if you've noticed, but the world has been very dark. When I look at Sameer's content, I said I found it funny. Because it is. It's funny, you know? And in that way, it does spread positivity. But the messages are not so amazing. The way you portray your videos is so plainly black and white. There's never this moral dilemma that leaves you like, Imagine this, okay? You are a doctor at this hospital. You have 6 patients who are very, very ill. 5 of those patients need an organ transplant. There are no available organs. But your 6th patient is a perfect donor. And if he dies, should you not give the medication needed, you would save the 5 other patients. What do? Do you save the 5 using patient 6? What do you think your moral obligation is? Do you think it is your call to make to use patient 6 to save the other 5? That would be an interesting video to see.
Dr. Telreja, I have some good news and some bad news this morning.
Okay.
There's a terminally ill anonymous patient that Cedars had shared some files over about. The patient is a perfect match for an organ donation. This could potentially save the lives of up to 5 patients in our ward, all of which are in desperate need. I've already checked the compatibility.
Well, I mean, it's bad for the patient, right? But organ donation, that's a profound decision. Have you checked the overall health of the patient and his organ functions?
Surprisingly, the advanced stage of cancer, the patient's organs are in remarkably good condition. It's a rare opportunity to make a significant impact on multiple lives.
Yeah, but organ donation, it's a very touchy subject, especially at times like these. Have you talked to the patient about their wishes?
I have not spoken to the patient directly. They want to remain anonymous. But I have spoken to Cedars, and they've assured me that the patient wishes to help others, even in their final moments.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Irene. That'll be the case, and I'll talk it over with the transplant team. Wait. Why didn't you tell me? This patient has a form of systemic sclerosis, the same kind we've been researching for years.
Yes. Cedars actually shared some of their data that could be added to yours. And by accepting the donation, not only would we be saving lives, but we might also be advancing our research and finding a cure for this very disease.
Precisely. I mean, it's an unexpected turn of events. But this could be an opportunity to make a significant difference. I mean, not only in those who are awaiting transplants, but in countless others who are battling systemic sclerosis.
That's incredible, doctor. So, should I coordinate with the transplant team and inform the family about the potential impact of the donation?
Yes, please do. Oh, I love hearing good news.
Rachel wanted me to give you this. She said, don't forget about your tennis match with your brother on Friday and the board audit tonight at 7 p.m.
Thank you, Irene. So, this anonymous donor can possibly save Omar's life.
Ay, Dios mío. Thank you so much, Dr. Irene. I've been telling Omar to keep faith. This is absolutely amazing news.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You wouldn't want to watch with this tennis elbow.
Oh, come on. Keep telling you to work out.
Sitting at the computer all day doing accounting doesn't exactly help the cause.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna gift you some dumbbells to keep by your desk.
Good idea.
So you got any plans for that birthday coming up?
Yeah.
Shh, that's my work phone.
Of course, brother. I don't want to disturb you from work.
Hey, Irene, what's up? That is fantastic. Okay, good. I'll be there soon.
Got to run?
Yep. Sorry, but rematch next week?
Yeah, of course.
This is a miracle. The research that Cedar has provided has proven very useful. I mean, this can actually work as a cure for that anonymous donor patient.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? It's rare, but we can save this patient's life.
It is amazing, but...
The other patients.
Yeah. I mean, is this cure guaranteed?
Surprisingly, it's 99% effective, but if the patient undergoes this treatment and it doesn't work, the chemo will make the patient's organs useless for donation.
Jeez.
But we have to try, right?
I mean, at the risk of losing 5 other lives and affecting all their family members?
But what about this patient's family?
I don't know, Irene. Hey, I'm gonna have to discuss this with the board and we'll make a decision.
Wow.
Look, all right, these are the kind of tough decisions you have to make as a doctor. We have a code of ethics about these kind of situations.
And what does it say?
The board wants us to let this patient die. Even though we have the cure, we can save his life, then 5 other patients die. Okay, if each patient has 5 loved ones, that's 25 grieving victims. And Omar and his wife, they have kids. The donor could have kids too, so the board left the decision to me, since it was my years of research that helped to find the cure as well. And we've been trained to handle situations like this, but geez, it's so much harder to implement when you're actually hit with it. You know, I've dealt with death before, but not literally when it's by my hands. I really need some clarity on what to do. Wonder what ChatGPT would suggest. What should I do? ChatGPT? I should save the 5. Call David.
Hello?
Hey, David.
What's going on?
I got a little dilemma at work.
What is it?
Well, because of my oath and patient confidentiality, I can't really tell you.
Oh man, that sounds devastating. You've never called me with a work problem before.
Yeah, a tough one.
Well, explain it to me with apples and oranges if you have to.
Okay, try to explain it without telling you too much. Let's say we have an apple, and this apple has a worm in it. Now, I can save the apple and whatever's left of it by taking the worm out, or I can use that infected apple to save every other apple from ever getting this kind of worm. But then we'd have to destroy the apple in the process.
I understand your analogy, Frank, and when you put it with apples, the choice seems clear. But I imagine if the apples were people, I see the dilemma.
So,
What do you guys train for in these type of things? Or don't you have a board making this decision?
yeah, the training we have is to save the other apples, but the board has left the decision with me.
You know, Frank, I wish I could be of more help, but I stayed out of your line of work for a reason. I can't do what you do. That's why I stuck with numbers.
Thanks, David.
I'm sure whatever decision you decide will be for the best. You've always been the focused one and made the best decisions. Mom always knew you were the right one to be a doctor. Even when we were little, she would say, don't distract you or take your focus away from your studies. So, I won't distract you now.
You never have, David. Okay? You've been the best. Thank you.
No problem.
Dr. Telreja made the hard decision of letting the anonymous donor patient pass away and use his organs to save the 5 other patients. Unfortunately, only 4 out of the 5 patients were successful. Omar's body rejected the transplant.
Yes, thank you, Rachel. Oh, please, reach out to David and set up a rematch in tennis. Okay. Thank you.
Here's the patient's files and a letter I drafted up for Mr. Navarro's wife.
Oh. Yeah. Sad we had to lose one.
2.
Can you reach out to Cedars? Try to find out who that anonymous donor was. I'd like to send them a personal letter as well.
Sure, doctor.
Irene, I know how you feel.
I know you do.
We have to look at the positives here. Okay, we saved 4 patients' lives. Just think how thrilled they feel, and their families feel.
Yeah, I understand that. But I just can't imagine how Mrs. Navarro and her children feel.
Yeah. Hey Irene, what's up? just leaving the office.
Hi, doctor. We received the file for that anonymous donor.
Hey, Frank. If you're reading this, well, I passed away. I know you're pissed at me for not telling
you I had the very cancer you've been researching for years. But I know there's no cure for me at the stage I was at. And like Mom always said, don't distract you from work. You need to keep a clear mind on your research. Perhaps save more patients, or more apples in this case. I didn't want to spend my last days stressing you out. And you'll be happy to know, though, you're not the only one saving lives. I signed up to be a donor. They said I could be saving several lives doing so. I hope I do. Love you, Frank. David.
Why couldn't you tell me, huh? Why? I could have saved you, you stupid, stubborn bastard.
Hey, Frank. Don't be sad.
Why didn't you tell me? I had the cure. It would have saved you.
Oh, Frank. I couldn't distract you from your work or your ethical decisions.
You wouldn't have.
What about the other 5 patients? Their families didn't deserve them? How would they have felt?
Probably like I feel now.
Don't worry, Frank. I didn't leave a wife or kids behind, at least. They had real people that loved them.
Dave, I love you. You left me behind. Okay, we could have been together. We could have been a family.
We still are a family. That'll never change. I'll always be with you.
In life, decisions aren't always easy. They're not always just black and white or good and evil. There's a gray zone where what is right and what is wrong. Dr. Talreja reflects on the weight of the moral dilemma he faced, a testament to the delicate balance between the sanctity of life and the profound responsibility of those who hold it in their hands.